Welcome to Bad Gear, the show about the world's most hated audio tools. Roland's impact on modern music history cannot be overestimated. Bringing FX units to the mainstream, defining the sound of hip-hop, R&B, techno and house, and, last but not least, taking care that this channel will never run out of gear to review. Today we are going to talk about the Dr. Groove DR-202, released by Roland's alter ego boss in the year 1998. This literal drum and bass machine is part of the Dr. Rhythm range, and while most of the other members of that product family were released as serious and arguably a bit bland jamming partners for guitar players and songwriters, the DR-202 is loaded with samples for dark and dubious 90s dance floors. I'm in. At the first glance, the DR-202 is ticking all the "this would be the Matrix drum machine if the Matrix was red" boxes. Plenty of rubber pads, some of them backlit, some of them not, a bunch of real-time controls, the jog dial is really nice, and, as it is of course tradition, the display an abomination. The 207 lo-fi drum sounds can be pitched and arranged into kits with 13 sounds each. Hip-hop, jungle and drum and bass, four to the floor stuff, and a few more conservative drum hits. There's an eclectic collection of 49 even more lo-fi bass sounds as well. All this can be triggered using an easy-to-use pattern-based sequencer. Straightforward quantization, a maximum pattern length of 8 bars, portamento for the bass, real-time and step mode. Cool! The real-time modifiers can be applied to all instruments, drums only, bass only, and to every instrument separately. Yes, that's right, there's a filter and basic envelope for every single part of your kit. Don't expect the sound quality and versatility of a real synth though. These tweaks can be recorded to patterns. I like the very DJE reverb delay, flanger FX, and the bass region of your grooves can be inflated beyond reason by boosting lows and eliminated by cutting them. The DR-202 offers surprisingly complex roll patterns, muting and unmuting part is a bit confusing, and you can add groove quantization to your patterns. As we are talking about a piece of late 90s dance music gear, the RCA and mini jack connectors don't come as a surprise. The unit can be powered using an FX pedal wall wart or batteries, MIDI implementation is slightly janky, and yeah, there's a song mode. keep in mind that the machine is very noisy and the workflow is not without flaws. DR-202s are not as rare as you might think and prices are okay-ish. The Boss DR-202 is a stylish, low-budget retro drum machine with plenty of dirty lo-fi sounds. Maybe a bit too dirty and lo-fi by today's standards? You have already heard Dr. Groove in today's intro tune. The drums are fat but also a bit spongy and the bass samples are no substitute for a real synth. I would say the green and black design of the IRA range is a nice visual counterpoint. Now that's a massive low end. The roll functionality lets you create complex patterns fast, but the non-velocity sensitive pads are a limitation when it comes to programming dynamic grooves. However, it would take me a little more time to actually get good at using the DR-202 anyway. Time to take a shortcut here and add the BeatStep Pro to the equation. If you are searching for a drum machine that sounds like a trap kit recorded to ADAT in a filthy basement rehearsal space, look no further. The raw output of the DR-202 always sounds, well, kinda raw. I wanna know if we can make it sound like a record in this future jungle retro drum and bass post-structuralist breakbeat persiflage. Verdict. The Boss DR-202 is indeed a very dirty drum machine. I like the underlying sample library, but quite similar to its sampling sibling, the instrument seems like it was hastily put together during the late 90s hype around affordable groove machines. What is more, the overall sound is a bit blurry and the filter resonance sounds awful when pushed too hard. Which brings us back to the almost rhetorical question, can you make it sound like a record? I would say yes, if it's a very 90s and very dirty sounding record. Thanks for watching and see you next time. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed the episode. Feel free to like, subscribe, become a patron and leave a comment what other kind of gear you would like to see and hear on the show.